Hey guys, so actually today I want you to start in socks. So I want you to really feel the floor, feel your demi-pointe, but have that smooth transition. Sometimes when we're in ballet shoes just to start, we feel really stiff and clenched with our toes. So I want you to actually do this whole barre series with me in socks today, which I know you're going to love. We're going to feel the floor, feel the energy from the floor come up through the back of our legs. So first we just need to set ourselves up nicely. I want you to face the bar in a parallel position, and I want you primed and ready to that demi-pointe. So you're going to feel your weight shifted forward towards the demi-pointe. I want your sacrum really long and low and your tailbone not tucked, but what I want to say is neutral. So you're not thinking tucking, squeezing, you're just thinking neutral, straight up and down. And it follows, it carries through to your spine so that you're really lengthened as if someone's pulling you up like a puppet, and the chin just naturally settles down. So we don't have to think about tucking the chin, but we definitely don't want that contemporary chin coming forward and all of that tension in the back of our neck. So we're feeling really tall, really light, easy towards the balls of our feet. Elbows are nicely tucked in, shoulders are down, chest is open and broad. So as if you're dancing like a really tall man doing ballet. Broad chest, nice and open, open back, open trapezius right here. We're just nice and tall. We're just going to do little pulses. So we're going to pulse, 2, 3, 4, plie, roll through. Just do this with me without music. And as you come up, you want to watch that little ducktail that doesn't go back. So it stays shifted forward, as if I had 2 rulers and they were taped to the front of my legs. And so if I was going back, you would feel that dig in the ruler. So I want to have that imagery just flat. It's really easy to do parallel. So when we start to turn out, it's harder not to let your sacrum sway back. So we'll start it here, we'll get a solid foundation, we'll get our lower abs really strong, and that will help us in the turn out. So we'll just pulse, and 2, and 3, and 4, and lift, and lower. And we'll pulse, and 2, and 3, and 4, plie, roll through, keep it neutral. Do that again. Just pulse, and 2, and 3, and 4, with the rise, and down. Last time, we'll pulse, and we'll do the plie roll through. Good, guys. From here, just feel a balance. So take your flat palms of your hands, just where those rulers would be, and nice and tall. And you can feel the shift of your body. Sometimes your body wants to squeeze and pull forward, and you'll feel in between your toes, right here, in between the big toe and second toe, you'll feel like a little squeeze that wants to happen. And that's why I want you to have socks on today, so you can really feel that. Feel what your body wants to do. Everyone's shaped differently, everyone's positionings, center of gravity are a little different, so it's really up to you to feel in this nice grounded position, flat with the hips coming forward. Where does my weight want to go? Where does it want to shift? And sometimes it can change. It can change throughout every time you're growing taller. It can change if you're tired and having heaviness in your legs that day. So you just want to always set yourself up. So when I'm backstage, I'm about to perform, I like to just find the wall of the stage, or if you're at a competition this year, take a moment for yourself, find your space, see where your body is that day, so then you know, okay, on stage, I can find my spin spot. I can find where my body needs to go to turn. So that's why I love doing just this neutral 6 position, a nice parallel position, help us get us on our leg. Okay, let's move to turn out, and we'll just do a little plie. So we'll have soft fingers today, and we'll do 2 demi-plies, lengthen, lengthen. I think sometimes we forget in ballet, we have these nice structured arms, we forget to turn the palm and lengthen, and sometimes that's so important. So we're going to do 2 demi-plies, and as you zip up, I want you to feel that same neutral position we had here. So that nice same strength, that nice height. So plie, lengthen, zip up. I know it's hard because at the end we want to buckle, and that's where all that pressure comes on our knees, and our insteps roll forward. So that's where this lower ab is so important to lift. And we do it again. And then let's just roll through, find it at the top. We'll ground plie. And we're just going to do a small cambre, nice contraction, and lift, because we're really just feeling our legs today. So sometimes when we do our port de bras at the bar, we do our ground plie, then we do the big port de bras. The tailbone goes back, the back is not warmed up yet, and everything kind of goes out the window. So today I want us to be calm, but also very structured. So after our ground plie, we just take a little scoop. And we're going to do the same thing in second, and we'll just take a little port de bras this way. And then in fourth, we'll just do a small. So that everything feels good, feels twisting, feels woke. We're waking up our body. We come to fifth, and we just do small. And then let's go back to that neutral position and see if we feel lighter, taller, more on top of our leg. And we'll turn out plie, and we'll just finish. So let's try that with music together. Here we go. So settle nice, first position, elbows slightly bent. 2 demi plies, 1. And lengthen, push down those heels. Stand tall. Push through. Lift up, nice height, using your lower abs slowly. Rock, bend. So think about scooping from the lower belly contraction. Lift up tall. Find your demi-point to point in those socks. Come down. And 1. Lift. Rotate the top of your legs so they're spiraling down as we go through. Zip up tall. Don't let the tailbone go back. Grand plie. Very small, purposeful port bras to the bar. Feeling those shoulders down, feeling those elbows wide. Let's go to fourth position. Same thing, 1. Staying on the center of your fourth, so don't let it go back. Staying on the center, same thing as we roll through. Zip up that left leg, circulating forward with that left hamstring, grand plie. Same thing with the left arm. Small and purposeful. Long neck, long shoulder. That would be where a calypso position is with our left arm. Last time, fifth. Lengthen the fingers, lengthen the left side of your neck. Roll through. Find the circular hamstrings pulling forward. So important to get us on top of our leg here. Grand plie. Small, purposeful, come right back to just a lift. Then we go to that neutral position. Actually push the hip position forward. So you're feeling active and you will feel your obliques and your lower abs. Push that forward. So we're not tucking the pelvis, but we are lifting in that neutral position. And then we'll go back to demi-plie. And then calmly drop the elbows in play. Guys? Okay, so let's transition into our tendu. So this is why I really want you to have socks on today. I have 2 different colors, as you can see. And I want you to think about your demi-point to point, especially these thin socks will be really nice. So let's have our arm down, a broad en bas or bras bas position. So as if I have a weighted stone in my palm. I'm gonna go demi-point, pull in without stretching the toes. Demi-point, pull in, demi-point, go to point, pull in with plie. That's just en bas. Demi-point, that high demi-point is what we need to really have our, not only our feet aesthetically beautiful, which we love because it finishes a line, whether you're in ballet, jazz, lyrical, contemporary, but also you have to have strength in your feet to land, to roll through the land, and to roll through to jump. We can't just go flat-footed to point, and we can't crunch our toes. We have to have that strength in our demi-point and our metatarsal. And there's so many foot stretchers today. You know, I've talked about those before. They're not my favorite because I really want you to use the ground and your resistance to build your feet. It's the quickest way to build your feet, quickest way to build after an injury, after an ankle injury or metatarsal injury, is to really just do nice tendus, slow tendus. We're going to do 2. We're going to finish to demi-point, point, pull in. So see, as I pull in, I'm going high, using the toes coming in. Then I'm making sure I'm not over-rotating it here, and I'm not rolling forward. And see that knee buckling, that's just trouble. So we don't want to have that injury. We want to keep the insteps lift up, keep the pelvis neutral as we zip up. And we'll do the same thing derriere, the same thing en bas again. Then let's go 1, and 1, and 1, and 1. Just straight. We'll keep our arm in second here. 1, 1, and then 1, and 1, and 1, and first, and first. I'm still feeling that high demi-point even as I roll through the point. We'll reverse. 3, 4, 4, plie. Just wrap. Let go. Now you want to feel this buckle. So hold on to that cervical plie, heel forward, toe back. Just let go, lift, come to plie. So we'll do 2 demi-points, demi-point to point, pull in. That'll be on quad, arm is down. We'll go to second. We'll just do 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we'll go to first for 8 with a full port de bras. Lengthen just as we did in the demi-plies, just do 4. Snap back, heel, toe, toe back. We'll balance here. You should feel again that same thing. So I recognize that muscle memory when it's turned out. I know where my spot needs to be to pull and get higher. Then I come down. Let's try that with music. Here we go. So again, that neutral arm and elbow. Here we go. 2 demi-points. We'll have 1. Come back. Keeping that hamstring forward. Then finally go demi-point to point. High as you push down. That's going to help you zip up 1. So just high demi-point working here. Now we go demi-point to point. Lengthen that arch high as we pull it. Good, guys. And pull it straight behind you. Heel is behind. Pushing. More of a winged foot here. Pull it back. Last time to the side. High. And high. And lift. Pull it back. Now lift the arm. We have 1. Slow, 2, quick. Stand on both feet as you close. So we're wanting dégagé devant. And let's keep the arm down as well. We'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4, en cloche, pull in. And 1, 2, 3, 4, en cloche, pull in. Last time, 1, 2, 3, 4, en cloche, pull in, carry around, rond de jambe, and close again, derrière, en cloche, pull in. Now, as we go derrière, that's when you feel the lower abs, the belly come forward, the tailbone sway back. So that's why I really want to keep just small, structured, carry through these 3 exercises here, and keep that tailbone neutral. So we finish. Boom. We have our second time. En cloche, and pull, and lift. I always think inner thigh coming forward. You don't want to think turn out and gank the top of your leg. So if you want to use that imagery of something pulling forward, so you have that juxtaposition, then the hip opens back. Sometimes that's more gentle, a way to think about it, and we don't hurt our knee. We have it 3 times, and then we'll carry it around. Then let's dégagé en croix. En croix. En croix. Plie. Then let's go front, and back, and side, inside, front, back, and front, and side, inside, back. Plie. Releve. We'll just balance here. Now to use that idea, that imagery of a stone in your hand, also helps here. So that I have something weighted, pulling my pinky, curving a little bit, pushing that elbow down, which at the same time then pushes my shoulder down. So if I think that weight, almost as if I was holding a fan and I turned it on the inside. That helps me get up on my rotator leg, pull, feel weighted in my armpit, so I have somewhere to help counterbalance as I let go, and then pull down. So let's talk about that just one more time. So over dégagé, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 en cloche, 2 fondue. We'll repeat 2, 3, 4. Now as we go in cloche, it is fast, but we don't want to grip. So we want to have a crunch toe grip. We want to feel that pad of the foot on the floor, like a little kitty cat scratching, because that relaxing in between helps your metatarsal not cramp and your arch not cramp, but it also helps us again in those jumps. The bar all leads to the center and all leads to your other genres of dancing, I promise. And then we carry it around. We have our dégagé derrière, we carry it around. Then we just had 4 en croix. Sorry, 3 en croix and 1 plie. Then we had our front, back, side, inside, front, inner thigh, inner thigh, inner thigh, boom, plie, lift up. and we'll balance, we'll come to fit. So let's try that dégagé series all together. Here we go. Okay, again, easy neutral elbow right in front of you. Nice and calm, weighted still. Here we go. 4 dégagés. Roll it back, up to 1. So again, that syncopation, rolling back, resist, snap back in 1. That coming in, standing on it. Third time, as if you're going through water. Carry, carry, lift up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, dégagé. Now resist. And 1, 2, dégagé. Resist. Last time. 1, 2, dégagé. Resist. Carry here. Both legs straight at the same time. Good guys, on clock. 1, 2. Watch that right knee on the side. Good. Neutral balance here. Reset and relax. Front, back, side. 1. 1. Plie. Lift up. Think about your arms. Opposition. Lift. Come to fifth. Plie. And stretch. Watch that front doesn't roll forward. Good. Okay guys, so last structured thing at the bar for our turned out series. This I call the little can-can because it's going to feel like a can-can, but it really works your turnout. It works at the safest and most gentle way possible, which is in plie and in attitude. So we go lengthen. I want to say under 90, but higher than 45. So you find that gentle place. But even if you're flexible and really strong holding your positions, this is not about height. So I don't want us to go directly at 90. I don't want your thigh bone to be parallel to the floor. So I want it just a little under. Flex, we go in, out, so kind of like a little can-can. We're going to keep our flex for 1, point for 1, keep it pointed. And that's when you should feel something digging underneath. I always think these visceral imagery because it really does help. So something's digging underneath the sand of your legs, of your structure, and pulling for it. So we go lift, plie, foam, foam. And you will feel your seat go back, and that's what we want to do. We want to see the range of motion, because when we have the range of motion there, and you have the muscle memory and the knowledge of where everything is, then you'll know the correct place to go. If we're scared to find those spots at our bar, then we don't know when we're in the center and it gets away from us. So if we can find it here, find it in the pointed, keep it pointed, lengthen, and close. And it can go a little higher to lengthen, but we'll start under 90. We'll do the same thing. Here you'll feel a little less range of motion, foam, lengthen. We'll do the same thing in the back, and you'll feel just that little thigh bone lifting, pointed, lift. And then we'll do the same thing to the side, but with a little different. So we'll lift, we'll go what I call a little twizzle, or a little pretzel, close. Lift, little twizzle, little pretzel, close. Then let's port it out. We'll slide it down, we'll arch it back, we'll come up. We'll take a little cambre there, no weight on the back of the toe, a little cambre. Now this is not a penché, it's a little flip. So I want you to think about a little envelope, as if you're ringing a bell at the top. So you're gonna go down, and you can hold onto the bar to use that structure to help you drop that shoulder down. You give a little flick, tendu, little flick, tendu, like a little dog kick, little flick. Just gets all that tension out of that hip flexor, and then we'll just plie, and we'll hold still. We'll lift, we'll try our attitude balance, cross that arm forth, feel that opposition on your left side, lengthen to what I call third arabesque, and we'll come down. So let's talk about that one more time. We'll lengthen to a nice high grand battement, or nice high dégagé. We'll flex plie, we'll go in and out, pointed in and out. Keep that turn out, so that wrapping, as if you have candy cane stripes, wrapping down your leg, and close. We'll do that devant à la circonflexe derrière, front side back. Then on the side we'll have our twizzles, or little pretzel twists, and lengthen, boom. We'll slide it down, we'll cambre back at the bottom, we'll come up, we'll do 3 of our little flickies, and they do stretch at the very top. So I have a flick attitude, I almost feel like I'm kicking my bottom, I lift, come down, I'm gonna plie before I set myself up, forward my balance, lengthen, and as you lengthen, I want you to think about what is your left leg doing. So same thing, going back to this, what is my supporting leg doing? Is it trying to tuck and shove that leg higher? Or is it just staying grounded and pushing down? I want that second one. So just staying grounded, staying towards the ball of my foot, pushing down. Let's try this whole thing with music. Here we go. Okay, so here, just nice breath. We'll use our arms stable second. Same thing second. Still doing point to point. Range of motion, range of motion. Keep your turn up. Same thing here. Range of motion, range of motion. Keep your turn up. Two twizzles, lengthen the fingertips. Just like we did at the top of the class. But lift it down. Big hovering back. Lift it up so energy has to come forward. C has to pull up. Flex. Set yourself up nicely each time. Third time. Plie. Lift it up into hold your balance. And finish. Good, guys. Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you felt really nice and strong and take that into all of your work and all of your center work. Keep coming back to Mather Dance Online. We've got some great things for you. See you next time.